Today we will be studying death and the art of dying according to the Bhagavad Gita. Death, many people have this question, what exactly it is. According to our scriptures, death is the fall of the body. But the body is not all of you. In fact, the body is only the external crust of your personality. So, it is very easy to understand death if you consider the human personality paradigm given in the Panchakosha model, which means there are 5 sheaths which the soul wears, which the Atman wears as it were. And the most external crust or sheath is what is called the Annamaya Kosh, which is the body. Then subtler than that is the Pranamaya Kosh, the vital energy sheath. Then there is the mind, the Manomaya Kosh. Then there is the higher intellect, the Vijnanmaya Kosh. Then there is the causal sheath, which is the Anandmaya Kosh. And beyond all of these is the Atman. This is the Panchakosha model. So actually, death means only the separation of the Annamaya Kosh from the rest of you. It happens by the snapping of the Pranamaya Kosh, because the Pranamaya Kosh, the Pran, the breath is the link between the body and the mind, the rest of you. So when that link is snapped, the Annamaya Kosh gets separated. So the body falls as it were, but the rest of you continue. The mind with its bundle of sanskars, tendencies, with all its attitudes, its bundle of karma, all of this and your higher intelligence, of course the soul, all this is carried forward. So death is not the end of you. It is just the end of the body. That phase where you entered a particular body, it is the culmination of that phase. And since the rest of you continue, where do you continue? According to our karma, according to our actions and the sanskars we have accumulated over the lifetime, which are even stacked in our memory. According to that, we go into different realms of existence depending on the kind of experience we require, and then we take up another body. So the most important things about life are more important than your bank account is actually the karmic account. What exactly are the kinds of works you have done through body and mind? And very, very important is the sanskars you have created as a result of your karma. Because karma, the internal effect of karma is the creation of a deep impression in your own mind, which is called sanskar. So you carry this sanskars and the karma phal, the effect of your entire karma, along with you when the body falls. So once we understand the process of death, we will become very careful about these 2 factors. Isn't it? About our everyday actions, our thoughts, the impressions we are creating within ourselves, because that is going to stay with you. It's going to go with you. Everything else you are going to leave behind. The body, everything associated with the body, the houses we build, the cars we possess, the jewelry we possess, the relationships we make, all of these will be left behind. Everything connected to the body. But the impressions your mind has created, the karma which your mind and body created together, its effect, the karma phal, this goes with you. So take care of these. This is what we should know about the human life. The most essential part of human life is to become rich in this, to have a really positive karmic account so that you are sure your future is safe. The Bhagavad Gita also gives us the art of dying. When is it that a man is assured of a glorious future? When is a man truly safe? When at the point of death, he is able to keep his mind on the Lord. See, this will not happen without practice, obviously, isn't it? If the whole lifetime we have been thinking only of material things or sensate pleasures, at the last moment also we will be thinking of the same thing or something connected with it. So what we have practiced our whole life, that will occur in the mind at the time of death. You please remember, at that point your will does not work. It is the mean total of your sanskars that come into effect, that pop up in your mind. And even after the body falls and this sukshma sharir, the package of the mind and the soul, after it leaves the body, then also your will does not function. It is your sanskars, it is your karma, and that it generates a resonance, and what matches that resonance, the soul incarnates there. So it's a kind of law of resonance which works, and not your willpower there. So understanding this, we should be careful about the things we accumulate. What is it that gets stacked up in our memory? How pure is our life? How devoted to the higher purpose is our life? This is the most essential thing. So the Bhagavad Gita tells us, at the point of death, what exactly happens in your mind will decide your fate after death, will decide your destiny, where exactly you will go. So the verses for this I would like to quote to you from the Bhagavad Gita. Antakale tu mameva smaran muktva kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayah. Lord Krishna says, which means at the last moment, antakale, mameva smaran muktva kalevaram, one who leaves his body thinking of me. Lord Krishna says, one who leaves his body thinking of me at the last moment, ya prayati, one who goes like this, sa madbhavam yati, he attains to me. Nasti atra samshayah, there should be no doubt about this. Because at the last moment one will think of God, one will have a divine bhav, only if one has lived a divine life. So whatever the mechanics of release, whether you say passing out through the Brahmarandra or passing out through any of the senses, the essential point is where your mind dwells. Where did you commit your vital energies? What kind of a life did you live? What was your inner bhav? This is what is going to ultimately matter. So then if we are truly wise, you will invest in the inner life. Right now, in whatever position you are, whatever age you may be, you will invest in the inner life, because only this you will carry with you. So whoever thinks of the Lord at the last moment of death, he will undoubtedly have a divine destiny. He will attain to the Lord. That is the meaning of these verses. You see, the next verse also says this, Yam yam yati smaran bhavam tyajantyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Whoever leaves his body thinking of whatever thought, he attains to that which he has been thinking about. So, that is why dedicate yourself to the Lord. Dedicate yourself to achieving real bhakti in this life, in achieving real knowledge in this life. Because that only will go with you. You will attain to that bhav. So please remember, if we are not intelligent enough, we will not know where to invest our vital energies. Ultimately, what is going to matter? This will not become clear to you unless you wake up. The Bhagavad Gita is a message to wake up and claim your divine destiny by living a life which is truly worth living, a life which is respectable, which is dedicated to the highest values of life. And don't waste your energies, your vitality in silly, small, sensate things. Because whether you evolve or devolve will depend on this. Then the final message which Krishna gives in this regard is Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara. To Arjun he says mam anusmara yudhyacha mayarpita manobuddhi mame vaishyas asamshayah. That is why at all times, in all situations, think of me, depend on me, surrender to me. Mam anusmara yudhyacha. Remembering me, Go ahead and fight. Fight the righteous battle, which is your dharma. Because you are a warrior. You are identified with that particular role in this life. So it is your duty to fight the war. It is a righteous war. And perform your duties, but thinking of me, with your mind resting in me. And Mayar, that is why Mayar Pita Mano Buddhi, that mind and buddhi which is dedicated to me will lead you to me alone. Have no doubts about this. So you see, what a beautiful conclusion. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are thinking, whatever roles we have to play in life, wherever we are placed, whatever situation, you always have the inner freedom to think of God. And if you have not understood this, then of course your mind will be carried away by 100 external things, and its own conditioning, its own compulsive habits will drag the mind anywhere. So bring this into your hands first. Bring your mind into your hands and dedicate it at the feet of the Lord, so that His remembrance, His thought comes to the mind at all times. When this is practiced, at the last moment also you will think only of God. And a release of this kind will lead you to the highest in human life. A death like this will take you to higher realms of existence. And if you are born again, it will be a divine life. You will be born in worthy surroundings, and you will be assured of a great future. So you see, if we are truly intelligent, we will know what to build in this life. Let us remember, especially to those who have awakened to the life of the inner spirit, you must remember your vital energy is to be invested in the higher values of life. This is the most essential part of education and training. If this is absent from our lives, you will invest only in infrastructure. You will invest in collapsing relationships. You will invest in feeble emotions. And at the end, in the evening of your life, it will be one of long drawn frustration leading to depression. You will wonder, what is human life about? So take charge, take care. Right from now, dedicate yourself to the higher life. This is the message, so that at the end of your life, the thought of God alone reigns in your mind. What a beautiful message from the Bhagavad Gita. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.
Oh.